Hello, everybody. My name is Marquita, and this is my dad.
I'm Marcus, a.k.a. Uncle Bear.
And we are doing episode 2 of Dad and Daughters Talks. First, we would like to thank everybody for the feedback, for the encouragement, the comments, following us on Instagram, subscribing on YouTube. Thank you. Continue to send feedback, encouragement. So for there, thank you.
That was a couple questions.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. We can do that. We can, two questions. So, first question was, is he your dad or your uncle who's playing the dad or whatever? Because his name is Uncle Bear.
I'm playing it now. I ain't playing the dad. I be the daddy. You know. Uncle Bear just happened to be one of my 80s. But I am the dad.
So, he is my real dad.
We ain't had no blood test, but that's, you know.
He can get one whenever he's ready. Okay. And then the other question was, what's the absentee dad?
An absentee dad is a father that was there, but he just wasn't in full attendance to all the classes. My definition of an absentee dad.
Okay, he was there. Okay. You gotta tell a little bit more. You didn't attend all the classes, so he came around. From my perspective, he came around when it was convenient for him, or when when it was convenient. We seen him when we seen him. And then he'll bring gifts. Like, he'll be the cool dad to bring the cool shoes every now and then, or take you somewhere fun every now and then.
Every night.
A week? No, not even weekend. We used to be outside in the weekends.
Every now and then.
A monthly visit, dad. Not just monthly, but yeah, you get it. Right?
Every now and then. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the same household, so I had to get in where I could fit in. You know what I'm saying? Not only to my schedule, but to suit your mother too. So
excuses.
But every time it's gonna be the man's fault. Since the beginning of time, it's been our fault. So it is what it are.
No one is saying it's his fault. I just want him to take ownership. See, my mama was not one of the mothers that will talk down on her dad. Your dad ain't this, or he ain't.
Because I was all right.
And he no glasses today, so I can rub my eyes. But his head is as big as it is because of her too. She helped him believe he was this person, which was confusing to us too. Not saying that she should have gave me a little sign. But maybe a sign would have helped. My full description of my dad was based off of my beliefs and what I began to see. And that is why we are get into today's topic of why he is the first person to ever break my heart.
Because I want to know what the hell I did. Yeah.
You looking serious too. You really want to?
I want to know what the hell
It's not about what you did. It's about what you didn't, sir. For the people in the back.
Okay.
And that's just what it was. And
that's for what I messed up for what I didn't do. Not what I did or could have done, what I didn't do.
Yeah. That's what was heartbreaking. And it's heartbreaking for one because from the beginning of time, I was a daddy's girl. Number one fan. I didn't even need. It was just tatted on my chest. Yeah, and I was a daddy's girl. So to realize that your dad is not who you think he is, that was heartbreaking. Having to come to the realization that, you know, this is your dad, you know, and
this is piece of shit. this you got. You came realization to that.
I didn't say all of that. It's just that when you transitioning, because you didn't have to. I feel like girls naturally become daddy girls. I from the very beginning of time. So when I realized that I was not a priority to you, you know, that's what shifted the. You can't be number one in my life if I'm not at least number 2 or 3.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's 3 sides to every story. See, you don't remember, you was young when I tried to, you know, take you and run off. You know what I'm saying? See,
I had a hard life, my grandmother said, when you had me those first 2 years. So he was a full-time dad. Let me give him his credit, because all about credit. He was a full-time dad the first 2 years of my life. And then he went to jail.
Because
he went to prison for 8 years after.
That's what makes me a full-time dad. Being in the same household.
See, that's why we were having this. Because I thought that you watched me all day and mama worked.
Yeah, because I had a night job and she worked the daytime. But being a full-time dad is a dad that, just in the same household? That's the only way we can be a full-time dad?
No. No. I just remember that y'all said, everybody said that the first 2 years y'all were together and I had a hard life. My grandmother said I had a hard life during those first 2 years with y'all. By the way, hey.
Yeah, but life was hard. You know, shit.
She said she was going to take me on a couple of occasions. Yeah.
But see, your grandmama is 4 extra. You know what I'm saying?
Not too much. How much on this?
Yeah, okay, but I'm just saying.
So
it's like once you do things in a certain way, it's repetition, and you feel like that's the best way to do something. But as the time go by and you see that no, that wasn't the right way, I should have done that. Then that's when we learn. Because I can admit I've made some bad decisions along the way. You know what I'm saying? But the bad decisions that I made, folks look at it more than the good ones that I did.
No, he didn't. See, he thinks that I'm using this to beat him up. And it's not that. I can't. This is a dad and daughter's talk. I can't pull everybody that had effects on my life all together and we talk. This is just between me and you so that we can build a better understanding. And hey, it's hard. It's hard digging up wounds. It's hard talking about conversations as such, and even behind without a camera. So of course the pressure is, but what's healing about it is that it's a lot of girls out there that was once daddy girls, and then they realize the expectations they had of their dad is just not what they would like it to be, you know, and that's what it is. Granted,
but because I can see that, you know what I'm saying? Because with our daughters, with a double life, it's a double standard. Because there's certain things that I hid from you that I didn't want you to know about me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a double standard. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't know I was a drug addict.
That was the first years of my life. You didn't do drugs again. And that's what you do. You emphasize year 1 and 2. Not saying that they were not significant to my life, because hey, they are. Each year is significant. However, I don't. It's like 1, 2, and then the gap of when you went to prison for 8 years, and then after that, when you did have the opportunity to, I feel like, be a dad, it was something that didn't interest you. Like, you wanted to be outside. And the issue is, and you say it all the time, you get mad and you like, I got a mama too, or you cut for your mama more than you cut for me. It's not that. It's that growing up, I was forced to see what it was. Whether she had the money or not, we ate. And I remember sacrifices of her. I'm like, why am I not eating? But realizing, like, she don't have enough to feed us and her, And when I think about sacrifices for you, I can't think of none. So it changes the dynamics, And you can't say from the very beginning of time, I was a dad's girl, because it's something that was in me. Even with the 8 years of you gone, I still had that connection, or felt like, I can't wait till you come home, or getting excited when you do decide to write, I remember, like, couldn't wait on my birthday because I knew that, like, for a fact you would send a card until the card stopped, So they get in the habit, you have kids without really knowing how you will affect them.
You're right. It's not a manual. It's not a manual. It's not a manual of what to do right and wrong, and we live and learn. And apparently, I've been, there's a lot of classes that I've missed that I've been giving my credit that I thought I cheated my way through here.
Cheated your way through?
Yeah.
No, you tried to fast food your way through.
Well, cheated, fast food, it's pretty much all the same. But it all falls down to me breaking your heart because I didn't live up to the expectation. You know what I'm saying? That you wanted me to be.
That's it.
And that's pretty deep.
That's
now,
it.
I wonder how many females that feel the same way about their fathers as you feel it. How can we,
And then I'll just add this, because when you think about it, and I honestly feel that boys or whatever, they prey on girls with daddy issues. They already know that we messed up, so they prey on it, and they use that as an excuse to mistreat us. Because, not saying solely not knowing my work is your fault, but I feel like if I had a dad to set the tone of what I should deal with, and tell me that I'm beautiful all the time, so when a man said, I'm like, oh really? And I only on you, you know what I mean? But it helps when you develop and when you do grow, and you look back when you do start to love yourself after being hurt so much, or going through just so much unnecessary relationships and situationships, and you realize that it was a cry for help the whole time. So for the women or the girls that's out there that lack self-love, that lack self-confidence, and that needed, that male figure to install in them, baby, you are enough, period. And it took me, now, I'm 28 now, and I don't date, nothing right now, because it's so rewarding. It just feels so good to install and love myself and realize everything that I went through, I didn't even have to go through. It's just that I did not know what I deserved. And maybe you being around and helping me setting that tone again would have cost me, it's a lot of things I feel like I wouldn't have went through, So that is why I say you were the first man to ever break my heart, because it was heartbreaking realizing that the man that you think that he is or the man that you want him to be. That's just not who he is, and that's just what it is. And I mean, you are going to either heal, you're going to let go, or you're going to be bitter. I remember we had our stages. We just, are able to communicate, but we can argue. But yeah, so that is that. You have questions?
No, you pretty much didn't, put the icing on the cake because, man, I know it, man, because of expectations, man, that's interesting, that's deep, and I can't be held fully responsible for something that you was expecting from me that you really didn't know if I had in me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's me being an adult and me growing and willing to know and willing to know you. But as a kid, I can't say, oh, you can't blame daddy, or you can't blame daddy for not being.
No, see that need to go. Because when you was a kid, that's how you talk. But now that you know different, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not that now that I know different. It is over time when you show me I'm not a priority, or when you show me that being a dad is not what you're trying to be right now. I mean, after a while, baby, the sky is blue. It's blue. You gotta accept things for what it is.
So you feel like I didn't want you around?
I didn't say you didn't want me around. Is that, I mean, I don't know if you didn't want me. You didn't communicate with me and say, hey, I'm not around because of this. You just wasn't around. So I answered my own questions. Because you wanted to be out of town in Vegas and having fun. Not knowing if the kids ate or not. I didn't see men in strip clubs throwing money, not even knowing if their kids in ate.
No, it's just, I'm not gonna give no justification of such, but I know one thing: it's three sides to every story. You know what I'm saying?
Here you go, y'all.
It's their side, your side, and the actual truth. Now, a lot of things that be occurred and that folks just say just being totally honest with, on their behalf. Now, so when these dudes that go on and mess off their money and all that, what this woman did, you see, folks don't ask them kind of question. What this woman did to chase this dude off to go somewhere else to trick off his money?
But then stop there. I want you to stop there, because then that's what goes to effect. You allow your emotions or whatever you and mama had going on to bleed on me. I didn't have nothing to do with that, sir.
No,
I didn't have nothing to do with that.
But
so,
see, it was
that's why
it's unfair to the kids when it does. I'm not going to deny that. So that's why I'm here to try to take and uphold on all the responsibilities that I have done. You know what I'm saying? So we can get this thing better, man.
Yeah. So that is the end of episode 2. Send us feedback, questions, all that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. I do have a quote. Do you have any closing? Do you have anything else to say?
That was cool.
He gonna cry in the car. Quote of tonight. It says, maybe some things don't get better, but we do. We get stronger. We learn to live with our situations, as messy and ugly as they are. We fix what we can and adapt to what we cannot. Maybe some of us will never be okay. But at least we are here. We're still trying. We're doing the best that we can. That is worth celebrating too. You made it today. So continue to tune in. Follow us on Instagram.
It's gonna get gooder and gooder.
Better and better. And yeah. Thank you.
Peace out.
Peace out.